Welcome back, investors, to Ticker Time News. I'm Adam, and global demand for renewable energy took off in 2020 and has expanded rapidly in 2021. With many renewable power capacity additions on the way, experts forecast significant growth for this sector. This means investors like you and me need to stake out the best way to capture this bright and profitable future. Now, before we get started, smash the like button, share this video with your friends, and click subscribe to join our family of investors. Now, let's get started. The new clean energy boom has been accelerated by governments across the globe. Just this year, the U.S. announced plans on reducing greenhouse emissions by up to 50 to 52% before 2030. This goal will be supported by all sorts of green initiatives, from offshore wind farms to incentives for alternative energy production. Some states in the U.S. have already started offering incentives for those who go solar. Power capacity additions saw their highest year-over-year increase in over 2 decades last year at nearly 45% to nearly 280 gigawatts. Solar power system deployment is breaking pre-pandemic records, and it's estimated to reach 162 gigawatts by 2022. Plus, a new federal report says solar energy could supply up to 40% of the country's electricity within 15 years, a tenfold increase from today. Last year, up to 20% of total electricity generated in the U.S. came from sustainable sources. As you can see, there's a lot of growth potential here. Now, there's no way to know what companies will benefit the most from this growth. So rather than try to predict which specific companies will succeed, you can invest in clean energy ETFs and gain wider exposure to the renewable energy industry as a whole. Now, clean energy ETFs are exchange traded funds that invest in stocks in the alternative energy sector, which includes solar energy, wind, hydroelectric, and geothermal companies. Like other types of funds, clean energy ETFs can easily diversify your portfolio. So, why invest in clean energy ETFs? When you invest in ETFs, you get access to the clean energy market without having to go through the hassle of picking individual stocks. You can always look for those stocks to fit your personal portfolio if you want to be a little more selective with your clean energy investments. I love Enphase Energy and invest in that company while also investing in clean energy ETFs. So let's look at the 3 best performing clean energy ETFs over the past year and the 3 biggest clean energy ETFs by AUM, or assets under management. The best performing clean energy ETF over the last 12 months include Van Erik Vector's Low Carbon Energy ETF, ticker symbol SMOG, SMOG. It's up 53% in the last year, in a trading range with support at $152 and resistance at $164. Number 2 is Invesco Solar ETF, ticker symbol TAN, TAN. It's up 54% over the past 12 months. And it's also in a bit of a trading range with support at $77 and resistance at $88. It's also starting to form a symmetrical triangle in an uptrend, which is a bullish signal. And number 3 is the Spider SPDR S&P Kinslow Clean Power ETF, ticker symbol CNRG. It's up 47% over the past year. It's also in a bit of a trading range over the past few months with support at $91 and resistance at $101. It's also starting to form a symmetrical triangle. Now, the biggest clean energy ETFs include iShares Global Clean Energy ETF, ticker symbol ICLN, with nearly $6 billion in assets under management. This ETF is also the largest by nearly double. It has an expense ratio of 0.46%, which is a little higher than the average ETF expense ratio. The second largest is the Invesco Solar ETF, ticker symbol TAN, TAN. We looked at this one just a moment ago because it's also the second best performing clean energy ETF with close to $3 billion in assets under management. This ETF has a total expense ratio of 0.69%, and a majority allocation goes towards solar energy holdings. And the third largest is the Invesco Wilder Hill Clean Energy ETF, ticker symbol PBW, with nearly $2 billion in assets under management. This ETF has an expense ratio of 0.70%, making it the most expensive of the three largest clean energy ETFs. You can see the top three holdings for all of the ticker symbols mentioned in this video at tickertimenews.com. The link is in the description. Buying clean energy ETFs is on everyone's radar these days. It's a more affordable and lower risk alternative to other ways of investing your money, and provides investors the opportunity to explore the ever-growing green energy sector. The renewable power capacity additions landscape is still changing rapidly, so you should always compare your options and monitor the market's evolution. So, what are your favorite clean energy ETFs or companies? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.